So this pastor is about to pull off one of the biggest scams in his church and steal thousands of dollars from his members. And at the end of the day, when the member realize it, they hand him over to the police. He goes by the name Moses, but for the sake of this video, we're going to call him Pastor. Pastor is in his 30s and lives in Liberia. He has his own church. He's the founder, the head pastor, which basically means he's in control. Pastor preaches the word of God every Sunday at his church, and the congregation loves him. He isn't just a regular pastor. He's also a good person. He helps his members when they're in need, buying gifts and toys for the kids in his church, giving cash to struggling members. For this, his members adore him. They love his preaching, his messages, his lifestyle. They just love Pastor. Now, here's where Pastor starts scamming his members. But first, let me give you a brief history of the country he lives in, because this will help you understand certain parts of the story. Pastor lives in Liberia, a country on the west coast of Africa. It was founded by freed black slaves from the United States of America. Fast forward to 2023, and Liberia is now a democratic state. Around this time, a national presidential election is coming up, and candidates are campaigning. This is where old man Joseph N. Boakai enters the picture. We'll call him Old Man Boakai because he's old. He's contesting in the election. Old man Boakai was once vice president under a former Liberian president, but now he's going big time, running for president. On the day of Old Man Boakai's campaign, a massive crowd showed up. Among them was Pastor. There were news channels and photographers there, and Pastor managed to take a photo with Old Man Boakai. This is the photo. After the campaign, everyone went their separate ways, waiting for election day. One day, Pastor is at home scrolling through his phone when he sees the photo. An idea hits him. Oh shit, I could get rich off this. With the right story, this photo could set him up for life. He could pull off a heist and make thousands, so he devises an insane plan. He'll tell his church members that he and Old Man Boakai are buddies, that he has high government connections, and that if Boakai wins, he'll get them high-paying jobs if they pay him first. But Pastor can't do this alone. He shares the plan with his buddy John, who works at Liberia's seaport. We'll call him Buddy. Buddy loves the idea and suggests a tweak. Tell them the jobs will be at the port. Pastor agrees, and they decide to split the scam money 60-40. Time to act. That Sunday, Pastor announces to his church, "Vote for Old Man Boakai. He and I are childhood friends. I'm his prayer warrior. When he wins, he'll give me a top position at the port, and I'll hire you all. But you'll need to pay $1,000 USD to secure your spot. The money goes to a guy at the port. That guy is Buddy. He promises salaries of $1,000 to $2,500 United States dollar, guaranteed for 6 years, because that's the amount of years President Boakai is going to be in power for, until next election is held. Now, some of you may not understand this, and think $1,500 or $2,000 USD is a small money for someone to work their ass off for 30 days. It may be a small salary for you, but in this country, it's not. Let me explain this. In this country, an average worker, maybe you have an office job, or you like an office assistant, or a high school teacher, your salary will be between $150 to $200 monthly. But if you're making something around $300 to $500 USD a month, then you have to be working like in the government or have some kind of high government connection. So just imagine making $1,500 to $2,000 USD for 6 years. Man, who wouldn't want that? Now, after Pastor said all this, he shows them this photo. It's almost like he was showing it as proof. You know, just like when a police officer say, "Show me your ID," and you like, "Here it is." So after Pastor make this announcement in his church, people believe him without any second doubt, without doing like a background investigation as to whether what Pastor is saying is true or not. Right there, members started paying. Others are paying $1,000 with extra. Others don't have the entire $1,000, so they pay half and promise to pay the rest later. Others are paying cash, while others are making wire deposit in his bank account. Others are taking loan from banks. Money just keeps coming. Now, after you're done with your payment, Pastor gives you Buddy mobile contact number. And he's like, "Call this number, and the guy at the other side of this line will secure a spot for you. Don't worry, it's just a matter of time. You will get your job." And when Pastor gets this cash, he take his and send buddies to him. So this scam been going on for a couple of months now. And at this time, Pastor and Buddy has scammed $40,000 USD off his member at his church. What could possibly go wrong? So the day of the election comes, and people vote for their desired candidates, mostly people at Pastor Church. I think some voted for old man Boakai, because of the job opportunity. So election results was announced. And guess what? Old man Boakai wins the presidential election, and he took office in the year 2024.
Meanwhile, Liberia's political landscape undergoes a historic transformation as Joseph Boakai, at 79, becomes the country's oldest sitting president.
And like 4 months goes by, and the members at Pastor Church are not seeing anything, like anything concerning the money they pay, or concerning the job they were told to pay for. So they confronted Pastor about this. They like, "Hey Pastor, when are we getting the jobs?" And Pastor is like, "You all have to be patient, the job will come. But right now, we are still working out something." So they believe him. Then another month goes by and still nothing. At this time, people are started to get suspicious. Did old man Boakai actually promised Pastor a position as the port of Liberia? Does Buddy actually working at the port of Liberia? They trusted their money with Pastor, but why are they feeling like they just got scammed? So a few number of members of the church decided to do something about it. It's now time they find out the truth. So they went to the port and they requested to talk with the overall boss. When the overall boss arrived and they asked about this guy, Buddy, they like, "Do you know Buddy?" And the boss is like, "Buddy, we don't know that name, but can I see a photo of this person you're talking about?" And then they pull out a photo of this Buddy guy. And the overall boss said, "No, I don't know this man. I have never seen this person in my life. We have no record of him." And that's when shit got real. They stood there in shocked. You mean Pastor has been scamming them? You mean Buddy doesn't work at the port like Pastor said? I mean, this news is just heartbreaking. So they got pissed. They went to the police and explained everything, and the police see this to be a criminal case. So they invite Pastor for questioning. And there, the police told Pastor about what some member of his church has gathered. So the police ask if this is true, if Pastor actually scam his members. And Pastor denies everything. He still claims that Buddy work at the port, and he's still getting that promotion from his bud. So then, the police asked him to prove it. Prove it that you and Boakai are friends, and that he's going to give you a promotion at the port. Just give him a call. And Pastor said, "Yes, I'll prove it." So Pastor took out his phone and he make a call. He pretend to make a call. And just when everyone gets their eyes off him and no one was looking, Pastor jumps through the window of the police station and make a run for it. He ran, hoping to get as far as possible from the police station. And when his members see this, they were like, "Hell no, you're not getting away this time." So they chase after him. And Pastor, he runs on the roads, in the market area, and then down the alleyway. But for every turn he made, his member are after his tails. So Pastor couldn't keep this up for long. Unfortunately for Pastor, he tripped and fell, and his church members caught him. Like, it wasn't the police that ran after him when he fled the police station. It was his own member that got him. So they took him back to the police station. As you can see in this video,
we got him!
this is Pastor, and all these people are his church member he had scammed. And this is the police station. They make sure that Pastor got put behind bar. And when Buddy hears about this, he ran. And now he's on the run from the Liberian National Police. Make sure to follow or subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.
We got him!